Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our 2011 Big East Conference preview. So we're just going to jump right into this video and start with the recruiting trail and see how well these teams recruited this past season. Big East best recruiting class, I'm going to have to give it to the Louisville Cardinals. These guys had an outstanding class. You look right here at this list. A lot of kids from Miami, a lot of kids from Louisville, Kentucky, led by Teddy Bridgewater. This guy may start as a true freshman. Reminds me a lot of Adrian McPherson that played for Florida State. This guy has a whip for an arm and also has the ability to get outside the pocket. And that's what you want for an offense, is a mobile quarterback. Look at some key recruits for the rest of the Big East Conference. Let's start with West Virginia. Terrell Chestnut is a guy right here at the quarterback spot, but he's going to play defensive back. This guy has amazing footwork and should be a star in that secondary. Now you look at UConn snagging quarterback Michael Nabridge. He's going to be the mobile quarterback that Paul Pasqualoni will love, like Donovan McNabb. Now you look at South Florida, grabbing receiver Andre Davis. This guy catches everything with his hands and should be a solid player for the Bulls. One of my best players in this year's Big East is going to be freshman running back Savon Huggins. He should start as a true freshman. He should remind a lot of people of Ray Rice. Now you look at Pitt getting the linebacker LaQuinton Smith. Big stuffer, boom, right there in the hole. This guy is going to be a ferocious hitter. Another long line of great Pitt linebackers. Orange were able to get Adonis Amin Moore out of Denver, Colorado. You see right here, this guy is going to be a tremendous player. Very physical running back. Now you look at Cincinnati getting another solid running back in Jamil Petit. This guy has amazing footwork and should be a solid compliment to Isaiah P. Here's some Big East Conference superlatives. We're going to start with who has the best quarterbacks. I'm going to give it to the West Virginia Mountaineers. You start with Geno Smith. This guy is a solid player, 6'4", 220 pounds, very accurate passer, and also doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Very efficient with the football. He's going to be on a lot of NFL draft boards, and he's the reason why the West Virginia Mountaineers have to be excited about the 2011 season. Best running back core, I'm going to go to Cincinnati and give it to the Bearcats. You look at Isaiah P. right here in the video, very talented runner, but really getting the true freshman Jamil Petit. That's going to be a heck of a 1-2 combo because both guys are similar in stature and similar in skill set, so you're going to hit defenses with a 1-2 punch that's going to be ferocious. Best receiving core, I'm going to have to say local and go with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. You see right there Mohamed Sanu and also Harrison. These guys make a lot of plays. They are very physical, very big, and consistent. If they can get consistent play from the quarterback spot, there's no doubt in my mind that the Rutgers Scarlet Knights have the best wide receiving core in the Big East Conference. Now, who has the best big uglies in the Big East Conference? You have to go with the UConn Huskies. You see right there Mo Petrus, a future NFL draft pick, and Mike Ryan, another solid guy on the offensive line. They're going to be plowing holes for whoever's going to be back there at tailback. Best defensive line in the Big East Conference, you got to stay out there in UConn and go with the Huskies again. You see right there on the defensive front, Kendall Reyes and Tyron Martin. This is Kendall Reyes right here making a big play against Syracuse. But these guys, not only can they stuff the run, they have tremendous pass rushers on the edge, as you can see right here, and getting to the quarterback is going to be crucial this year for Paul Pasqualoni. Now, who has the best linebacking core in the Big East? I got to go with the South Florida Bulls. These guys can provide pressure from the edge. You look at linebacker Sam Barrington, one of the future stars for the Bulls, and should be a solid NFL draft selection. This guy oozes athleticism. Best defensive backs in the Big East Conference, I'm going back to UConn. All four starters return in that secondary, led by cornerback Blighty Ren Wilson. This guy is a solid ball hawk, makes a lot of plays on the ball, and should be another solid draft pick out that defense. Paul Pasqualoni has a lot of talent to work with at UConn. I think I might just camp out at UConn. They have the best special teams. You look at the kicker punter combination of Taggart and Wagner, but also kick returner Nick Williams is another reason why I give the UConns a solid grade for the special team unit. They're outstanding in that aspect. And remember, special teams is a third of the game, and they can't be touched in any aspect of it. Offensive MVP, again, I'm going with Geno Smith from West Virginia. This guy is a solid quarterback, a guy that is tall in the pocket, is not afraid of pressure, and always keeps the offense on pace. And you want a true leader at the position, and Geno Smith provides that for the Mountaineers. Defensive MVP, I'm going with Kendall Reyes out of UConn. This guy is going to make Paul Pasqualoni a very happy man. He's going to provide that inside pressure and allow those other defensive players to get free reign to the quarterback. Best pro prospect, you got to go with Pittsburgh's defensive end Brandon Lindsey. This guy is a
talented playmaker, very aggressive at the line of scrimmage. He may play the 3-4 outside linebacker spot in the pros because he's 6'2", 250, but there's no doubt in his pass rushing abilities. Toughest schedule in the Big East Conference, I have to go with the South Florida Bulls schedule. Look at this slate. They travel to Notre Dame, Pitt, UConn, Rutgers, Syracuse, but they also get tough home games against Miami and West Virginia and an improving Louisville squad. This is going to be a tough slate for the Bulls. Team on the rise in the Big East, I'm going to go with the Louisville Cardinals. I like the way Charlie Strong has recruited out there in Louisville. He's tapped into that Miami market. He's also put a fence around inner city Louisville, so he's got a lot of talent, and this team is going to be talented for a very long time. Now here are my Big East Conference predictions. Drum roll, please. At number 8, I have the Louisville Cardinals. Reasons for optimism is the youth and explosiveness of that offense and that secondary. Cause for concern is that O-line and quarterback inexperience. The South Florida Bulls have a lot of talented players defensively, and they're very fast, but concern would be inconsistent play from B.J. Daniels. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights have a lot of talent at the running back and wide receivers positions. The concern is that offensive line and those 61 sacks they gave up last year. Have they really gotten better? UConn is solid on both lines of scrimmage. The cause for concern for UConn is that quarterback position. If they can improve, they'll be very solid. The Syracuse Orange has a solid run game. Offensive line and defensive line are very tough. Naceeb's progression is a cause for concern for the Orange. They have to get that quarterback spot solved. Cincinnati, you gotta like Zach Collaros in that offense, very explosive. The cause for concern for the Bearcats is that linebacking position. They have to find some type of playmakers at that spot. Pitt Panthers, defensive strength and run game is all you need to win in this league. Tino Sinceri and those wide receivers will be a cause for concern. Number 1, I have the West Virginia Mountaineers. Geno Smith, those wide receivers, and that defensive line can't get pressure on the QB. The cause for concern is those road games in conference.
Well, there you have it. West Virginia I have as the winner of the Big East Conference. For more college football preview videos, visit footballgameplan.com/collegefootball or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.